within appropriate times. Now, the importance of focusing on small mechanisms, remember a virus is tiny and then can kill billions. Now, for example, telomerase is a very tiny substance, and yet it creates a very great effect in the cell division cycle on the left with telomerase and without telomerase. But the problem with telomerase is that there is a danger, because that's exactly what cancer cells utilize. They utilize telomerase to maintain their immortality. Stem cells are also another aspect. Stem cells growth and differentiation, however, depends on ion channels. If the ion channels are blocked, you could get teratomas, which means growth in stem cells. And also the activation of the WNT signaling pathway is the same pathway that cancer cells are using. So the same mechanisms that telomerase and stem cells use for improvement of our health, they are also, the cancer cells are also using. There's a danger to that. So, however, some doctors have claimed to treat cancer with stem cells. The signaling angle is a very different one. It's new. It's very new technology, but it's the less danger and the greater advantage. Now, what is signaling? Can you unboil an egg? Is that possible? And the answer is, you will say no, but the answer is it actually is possible. The research started in 1994, and you see signaling molecules are found associated with components of the cellular protein folding. So how the proteins folding, and the signaling events trigger their biogenesis. So you can unboil an egg by folding back the unfolded proteins. And in 2015, there was a Nobel Prize that came that basically how folding these proteins can help cancer treatments, and that's the Nobel Prize of 2015 of chemistry. Now, what is a nonsense protein? As you can see, that letter, that T, the substitution of a T letter can create aging and disease. Only one letter, one substitution. And what you can see is on the left is a folded protein, and on the right is an unfolded protein. And by folding it again, you can create a reversal of aging and a reversal of illness. Now, how can that happen? It happens through cellular communications. And what does that mean? Cells communicate, and they don't just communicate through a physical barrier. They communicate without the physical barrier. And that's the new research from Cambridge University. And there is very much evidence of that. You can see it under the microscope, how they can communicate telepathically. And they do that through resonance. It's a process that is called resonance, that two signals can amplify each other by contact. And this is a very recent research by Keith Norris, again in Cambridge University. Serial et al. Also showed that when resonance comes from the outside, the cells actually respond to resonance that comes from the outside. You can see it in phase contrast microscopy. Now, is resonance energy transfer a theory or a fact? And it's actually a fact. And you can see how energy transfer makes a cell respond. And this is a study that was done, a microscopic study that was done in molecular biology. However, the timing dimension is very important. You see, we have circadian rhythms. We have to go to sleep, we have to wake up. The cells also have circadian rhythms. Every cell is controlled by its own circadian clock. And the cellular circadian clocks are located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is in the skin. So, and in psoriasis, these clocks are actually faulty, and that's what causes psoriasis. And so you can see psoriasis inflammation due to disruption in the process of signals delivered with discrete times. The times in the psoriasis makes the whole difference. And this is a study again that was done, a microscopic study. And this is a clinical study before and after 10 treatments in a psoriasis patient that had chronic psoriasis and nothing else had worked on it. And again, another study, this is again a psoriasis patient. He had tried many different procedures and nothing really worked. He kept coming back until this Singapore study of 10 treatments. This is a herpes zoster. This is one treatment, and you can see significant improvement in this patient. You can also see anti-aging effects. Now, how does signaling work? A computer synthesized unlimited resolution signals are composed to form blueprints of signals, and then they are submitted through the skin to form a resonance with the biological signals in order to repair them. And again, how does it happen? It is a fact, and the outside resonance makes the inside cells to respond, and there is a study with that. And this is exactly how it happens. So you see at very low energies, below thermal noise, the ion channels of the cells, for some reason, they open up. We don't know why, but it's been mathematically proven that it's open up. So the signals can enter the cells. And as they enter the cells, they can start filling in the broken biological signals. You see what happens in the body, there's always an adhesive effect. Signals bind with other signals. Cells bind with the cells to exchange information. So the signals fill in broken biological signals and basically repair them the way you see in the video. And now this reestablishes cellular communications, and therefore your there is a sort of an aging reversal, a disease reversal because of this technology. So here what you see again is how the energies, these energies come through the keratinocytes, and basically they go through the ion channels of the cells, as you saw in the video. And it's a mathematical concept that was proven in this book, Electron-Gated Ion Channels, and that's the mathematical formula that was developed there, or that the thermal noise is measurable. And you can see how tiny it is. I mean, 0.049 microvolts is 0.00049 volts, extremely tiny. And you would never think that such tiny energies, when you're dealing with lasers and reflection, very high energies, this is a very tiny energy, and yet it can be so therapeutic. And it goes all the way through the skin, through because it's like an echo. The resonance is like an echo, all the layers of the skin and to the bone. And it's basically resonant complex waveforms that are integrated into comprehensive, meaningful signals that connect with disabled signals and to reinstate their functionality. You can see here a study on the JNK signaling pathway and how a wound was repaired. This is a very significant study, and between controls and experimental studies, 0.005 significance level. This is another microscopic study from untreated to treated. As you can see, there was significant improvement. And this is some clinical studies on wounds from Dr. Fiona in Hong Kong. This is a study that I did actually. This man had a traffic accident, and within a month, his plastic surgeon said he will never grow nails, and yet with this technology, he did grow nails. Studies by Dr. Lampe on diabetic wounds that had not healed with anything else, and a necrotic wound that happened after liposuction. As you can see, after 6 treatments, you can see that the wound shrunk and became alive again. This is a baby's arm before and after a burn. And this is another burn after 3 treatments. And the morning after the burn, and again after 3 treatments. There is effects on melasma, as you can see here. Effects on acne, very dramatic ones. Hair treatments also there is an improvement in hair. This is after the first treatment, and this is after the third treatment. And so it basically, hair growth, fast repair of burns and diabetic wounds, there is a signaling transaction patient diminishes, and it's important to increase that. And this is some rejuvenation studies, effects on rejuvenation, just one treatment. This is 2 treatments, and you can see a significant improvement on the wrinkles. Just one treatment on this. This is 2 treatments, improvement in the wrinkles again. That's 1 treatment, again significant improvement. Just 1 treatment. And this is our international board. Basically, we have doctors from the United States, Hong Kong, from Asia, Japan, Singapore, India, and also Indonesia. Thank you very much.